Conservative new media viewers and Manny Pacquiao and boxing fans around the world, what is up? It's me, Paul F. Villarreal. We're here to talk about tomorrow night's epic Manny Pacquiao versus Brandon Bam Bam Rios fight that will take place in Macau, China, and what should be a terrific fight. Now, this is for a championship belt. It's more of a minor title, but it will be fought for a championship title. I'll give information in the video description below the video player so you can go and read about both fighters making the weight for the fight. This will be fought, I believe, at welterweight, 147 pounds. Brandon Rios is a little bit taller than Manny Pacquiao is, and he's also a little bit heavier, at least in the weigh-in. He was like 1.5 pounds, I believe, heavier than Manny Pacquiao was. Look, Pac Man's got to get back on track here. He's lost officially 2 fights in a row. The first of those losses being the match against Timothy Bradley, which I didn't think Pacquiao lost, and a lot of people didn't think Manny Pacquiao lost, if I remember correctly. The loss against Juan Manuel Marquez in what I believe was their 4th fight, that was obviously more definitive and more dramatic. However, in that fight, the round before Pacquiao was KO'd, he knocked down Juan Manuel Marquez. So what happened in that fight, from my perspective, was that Manny got a little too eager to finish off Marquez, and because he got too eager, he ended up getting caught with a punch himself. So there's been a whole bunch of talk, Manny Pacquiao's done, Manny Pacquiao's finished. That's nonsense. I think it's nonsense anyway. Pacquiao, I believe, is 33 years old now. So he's about 4 years or 3 or 4 years younger than Floyd Mayweather. Mayweather's still fighting. There's no reason Manny Pacquiao can't continue to fight. So let's talk about this fight that's going to take place tomorrow night. Brandon Rios is for real. He's a serious fighter. He's beaten every fighter he's ever fought. Now, he lost his last fight against, I believe the man's name is Mike Alvarado. I could be wrong about that. They fought already, Alvarado and Rios won the first fight, I believe, by TKO. I don't remember the circumstances around that fight and why there was a rematch immediately. Maybe there's some controversy, but they did fight again, and Alvarado won the rematch in a close, unanimous decision. Brandon Rios, again, he's for real. He can fight. He's an excellent fighter, former champion, and he can punch. So this is going to be a fight that should be a war between 2 guys that like to brawl. They both can box, but they like to fight. They like to throw heavy shots. So I expect this to be a shootout. I don't think there's going to be a lot of technical aspects to this fight. I think both these guys are coming in to land big punches. And someone's probably going to be out of there before the night ends. And so, if you're a fight fan, this should be a great fight. I prefer fighters like Manny Pacquiao over fighters like Floyd Mayweather and Andre Ward because Manny comes to take guys out. It's not going to be a decision fight in a lot of his fights if the other guy will actually try. Now, every now and then, he'll fight somebody like a Joshua Clottey who they just go in a defensive shell. And you can't do anything about that. The other guy doesn't want to fight. You can't get a knockout, basically, if he goes into a little shell. But Brandon Rios is not that type of fighter, and neither is Manny Pacquiao. So I expect someone's probably going to get stopped in this fight, and it should be a very, very exciting fight because of this. I think Manny Pacquiao will get the win tomorrow night against Brandon Rios. I think it should be a war. I would not be surprised if Manny got dropped in this fight, got knocked down because Brandon Rios can hit, and he's going to be taking big swings. I do expect Manny Pacquiao to win this fight by a knockout or a technical knockout, meaning that the referee stops the fight or calls the fight off. I think Manny's going to win this fight, and he's going to be right back in the thick of things in the boxing hunt. There's been a lot of people talking about him, trying to get him out of the conversation. I think a number of those people just don't want to see Manny Pacquiao fight maybe the fighter that they like. But my prediction is that Manny Pacquiao will return triumphantly tomorrow in Macau, China. So I can't wait for this fight. I've talked about it on Twitter on our Jeremy Lin account. I'm looking forward to this fight. It should be a war, and I can't wait to watch it. So that's it for now. Give us your comments below. Thumbs up, thumbs down in this video. Who do you think's going to win this fight? How is the fight going to go? And what's next for each fighter based upon what you predict is going to happen in this fight? There seems like there's some bad blood between the camps of these two fighters. I believe that Alex Ariza, who used to be with Manny Pacquiao, is now with Brandon-Rios. He and Freddie Roach, who trains Manny Pacquiao, they don't get along real well from what I've heard or rumors about that. So this has all the makings of a great fight, and I can't wait for it. I believe it will be a pay-per-view event in China, or maybe even throughout Asia, but I believe in China, and I think it's going to be carried on HBO pay-per-view here in the United States. So if you want to get this fight, you should be able to get it if you're in the United States or in China, at least to the best of my knowledge. Give us your thoughts, and I hope you're looking forward to this fight as much as I am. I can't wait to watch this, and I do think the Pac Man will be back in the mix with a victory tomorrow over Brandon-Rios. Take care. Talk to you soon.